ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So we got a lot of nice news this week. Lots of PlayStation 5 news as well, so let's jump right into that. So Sony this week surprised everybody by announcing the PlayStation 5 on their blog post and on social media. They went on Twitter. They just posted a random tweet saying, hey, the PlayStation 5 is coming out next year. By the way, expect by the end of 2020. Yeah, it's coming out, and everyone went crazy. Basically, Sony has never done something like this, ever. They usually have a press conference with like a reveal for their release date and stuff like that, but no, they just officially announced that the PlayStation 5 is happening, that it is coming out next year, so they gave us a release window, as well as when we can expect it, the holiday season. So people are already predicting that we can expect to see the PlayStation 5 sometime around October or November next year. So that's going to be awesome. Can't wait to learn more about the PlayStation 5. And yeah, according to rumors, they will no longer, like, for the rest of the year, mention the PlayStation 5 at all. We can expect some kind of reveal of the system itself in 2020 because we have not seen how the PlayStation 5 looks like yet, nor do we know the price of the PlayStation 5. So those things we'll probably learn next year, maybe at like E3 or something, but still awesome to know that it's coming next year, just in time for Christmas. We also got additional news for features that the PlayStation 5 is going to have. So first, according to some statements that Sony made, they were really vague in these statements. They said that the PlayStation 5 is going to be backwards compatible with PlayStation 4 games, but they said not all games will be playable. Like they said, there may be some games which will not be available on the PlayStation 5, so we don't know if that means they will come later, or if there are certain PS4 games that will not be able to run on the PlayStation 5, so people are kind of curious what this means exactly. I thought that all PS4 games would work on the PS5, but that may not be the case. They haven't clarified their statement yet, but there might be a few games that will not be available on the PS5, so that's kind of disappointing, but most games should work according to Sony. Next, the PlayStation 5 is going to be having extremely fast download speeds. In fact, Sony said that they're aiming to have the fastest game downloads of any PlayStation system ever. And that's awesome. I think they're upgrading their servers finally. So hopefully this means we are going to be able to get just insanely high speeds to download games off the PlayStation Network now, because on PS3 and on PS4, let's just say it's been really slow to download updates for Overwatch, Fortnite, Call of Duty, or just about any game. So it's nice that we're going to be getting an updated, like, super fast server for the PlayStation Network soon. Blue Point Games gave an announcement shortly after all of this PlayStation 5 news, saying they are working on a big PlayStation 5 game, and people are already speculating that it is going to be a remake / remaster possibly of Demon's Souls for the PlayStation 3, which basically started the entire Dark Souls and Bloodborne series of games. Demon's Souls came out on the PS3, it was a huge success. People absolutely loved that game. Kind of started the Dark Souls series, and people have been asking for a remake for a while now, so it seems like we might get that on the PS5, so that would be awesome if that actually happens. Sony also gave us I want to say detailed detailed example of what we can expect the PlayStation 5 controller to look like. So, according to Sony, the PlayStation 5 controller is going to be exactly like the PlayStation 4 controller, but there are going to be some new features. There's going to be some kind of like special screen touchpad thing that's not on the PS4, as well as the ability for the L2 and R2 triggers to be adaptive in their technology, which means that when you press down the L2 or R trigger to shoot or to rev your engine when you're in a racing game or something, that you will be able to have more feedback. You'll actually be able to feel like resistance in the trigger as you're pulling the trigger on the PS5 controller. So that's awesome. It's a feature that they've just invented and are including with the PS5 controller. Apparently this is like Sony patented technology, so I can't wait to see what that looks and feels like. Hopefully we get more news about that soon. But yeah, according to Sony and a lot of other insiders, the controller is going to look very similar to the PS4 controller, just slightly different. The analog sticks are going to be changed and a few little things on the surface. So awesome. I love the PS4 controller, so if it's the same, just a little bit better, I'm gonna be happy. Lastly, the PlayStation 5 is gonna have an awesome feature where you are going to be able to choose what part of a game you want to install. So sometimes, let's say you love Call of Duty, but you don't really like the single player campaign, you just care about the multiplayer. Or maybe you just care about the single player and you don't care about the multiplayer. Well, you're going to be able to select and choose what you want to install. So if you want to install just one part of a game, you can do that. So this is to help free up space and not let your hard disk get extremely cluttered with all of these games downloaded and stuff. You can just download and install what you want. So I really like that. That's a feature that has been part of PC gaming for a while. So it's nice to see Sony going to allow that on PlayStation 5. So that's all the PS5 news for the week. Can't wait for 2020 to come around, holiday season. I'm getting the PlayStation 5 as soon as it comes out. Can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Next, we got some news for Fortnite. So this is actually really insane. Fortnite. Some family apparently is filing a class action lawsuit. So they are suing Epic Games because of Fortnite, and this family is claiming that Fortnite ruined the life of their child. He is extremely addicted to Fortnite, and they claim in this lawsuit that Epic Games paid psychologists to help them make Fortnite extremely addicting. So there's not really any basis for this claim. They don't have any proof of Epic Games hiring psychologists or stuff like that. So this is probably going to get thrown out of court. I highly doubt they're going to win this case. But it's kind of bizarre to see a family kind of blame a games company for a game being extremely addictive, because there's tons of games out there that are awesome, that are very addictive. So the fact that they're choosing only Fortnite kind of makes it seem like they just want money, and Fortnite is the biggest game out right now. So I don't know. People are saying that this is never going to win in a lawsuit case, but still it is a class action lawsuit, and apparently people are able to kind of attach themselves to this lawsuit, so we might see this actually go somewhere in the next few months. But still kind of crazy that people are still suing Fortnite over stuff like this. Next, Rocket League. So yeah, Rocket League, I'm sure most of you know about this game. Very big and popular game for a few years now. Everybody likes Rocket League. It's getting like a brand new collab event for Halloween. The developers just put out a trailer. You can check it out on YouTube. But apparently there's going to be this Stranger Things crossover collaboration event with Rocket League, so that's awesome. There have been some rumors that apparently Epic Games, since they bought Rocket League, kind of pulled some strings to get them this collab, because there was a Fortnite and Stranger Things collab a few months ago. So it seems like they still have some kind of relationship with the Stranger Things people. So they kind of got them to get on board with a Rocket League collab. So that's pretty cool. people are really excited about this event. The trailer looks really nice. I have Rocket League, I just have never really played it. So I'd like to check out this event maybe in the next week or so, maybe record a video, but Rocket League looks like a lot of fun. And I'm really happy about this Stranger Things collab because I love Stranger Things, so the fact that it's getting more crossover collab events makes me very, very happy. Next, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is launching later this month. It's going to be a big, important game for the Call of Duty series. They just put out a gameplay trailer. They put out 2 gameplay trailers this week, actually. One is for the Spec Ops mission mode for the game, the Spec Ops mode for the game, and they also put out a launch trailer with a lot of gameplay for the game. So 2 trailers this week. The game looks amazing. Cannot wait to play this. It looks really serious though. Like, you can tell there's going to be some serious, like, intense moments in the storyline for this game. Gameplay looks great. Now I'm just going to have to decide if I want to play Call of Duty Mobile or Call of Duty Modern Warfare more, because both of those games look like they're going to be amazing. Like, from what I've seen from this upcoming game, it looks like it's going to be awesome, and I'm already having a great time with Call of Duty Mobile. So, kind of crazy that they put out 2 Call of Duty games in the same month. That's kind of insane. But I bet they're both going to do very, very well in the next few months. Next, Nintendo, as you may know, released Mario Kart Tour recently for phones. So if you have a phone, you should definitely check out Mario Kart Tour. I actually downloaded this recently, played it a little bit. It was fun. The controls are a little bit tough to get used to, but I liked it from what I played in. They just added a brand new update for the game, which adds 14 new characters and a bunch of new courses to race on, including a Rainbow Road course. So fans are very happy about this. New characters are awesome, and these new courses that you can race on are just amazing. Like, I watched some gameplay videos and stuff from a trailer. Looks great. I just need to play more Mario Kart Tour, but I do have it on my phone, and I have been having a fun time from the few, races that I actually had in it. So, excited to try out these new courses. I think it's part of like a DLC expansion pack thing that you have to buy, so I'm not sure if that's actually in the main version of the game. You might have to actually purchase these additional courses and characters instead of just unlocking them through playing the game, but still really cool that they're supporting the game like that. Red Dead Redemption 2. People thought that Red Dead Redemption 2 was going to be a console exclusive forever, but no, apparently not. Rockstar just revealed that Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to PC on November 5th on the Rockstar store. So if you play a lot of Rockstar games like GTA, you probably have a Rockstar account. And yeah, you're going to be able to buy Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC on November 5th, so that's just about a month away from now. And then later on in December, they're going to be adding the game to Steam. So if you don't have a Rockstar account, all you have to do is wait another month, and you'll be able to pick it up on Steam. So that's awesome. Red Dead Redemption 2 was such a huge game last year, won a lot of Game of the Year awards, along with a few other games that were considered to be top tier. So it's nice that it's coming out on PC. I'm sure the modding scene is going to be strong for that game. Modders love these kind of open world sandbox games to kind of hack and put in a lot of fun cheats and things into the game. So I'm sure Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to have a boost in popularity once that happens. Next, we got some sad news. Doom Eternal has been delayed. Yes, the highly anticipated Doom sequel has been delayed. Doom Eternal is coming out in March 2020 now. So on March 20th next year, that's when Doom Eternal is coming out. So it was supposed to come out, I think, later this month or early next month, but apparently some problems came up with the game and stuff like that, so they just completely delayed the game, and it's going to be coming out next year. So people are very disappointed, Doom fans especially. I checked out the Reddit and a few other forums. People are very sad about the delay, but some fans understand that, it wasn't really finished yet, and they wanted to make sure that everything was included and have everything, ready for launch. And apparently, it's going to be coming out on PC at a much later date. We don't know when, but it will be coming out sometime later. And if you get it on Switch, you are going to get Doom 64 as a pre-order bonus. So that's another awesome reason to wait. I mean, if you don't want to get it on PS4 or Xbox, you can pre-order it on Switch and get Doom 64 as a pre-order bonus. So that sounds awesome to me. And last piece of news is kind of funny. It's kind of a meme. I'm sure some of you have heard of JonTron or Angry Video Game Nerd here on YouTube. In the past few years, there's been this game called Pepsiman. And this Pepsiman game was some kind of like disc that released in Japan for the PlayStation 1. It was basically a promotion between Pepsi and a video game company to promote Pepsi products, and they created this mascot called Pepsiman. And fast forward to all of these years later, now in like 2019, there's a bunch of YouTubers, recording video reactions and playing this game, like doing an actual Let's Play walkthrough series of Pepsiman for the PlayStation 1. And it's just a crazy game. Lots of memes and stuff about Pepsiman and how crazy and intense and weird the game is. I think the videos of Pepsiman on YouTube have over like 5 million views, stuff like that. So big in the video game community. So apparently Pepsi on Facebook recently posted an image of just a little Pepsi promotional, like commercial of some kind, like promo. There's some Pepsi cans nearby, and then in the background you can see a PlayStation 4 case with Pepsiman written on it, and like the logo and the character and everything. So the video game community went kind of crazy this week. Lots of rumors going around that this might be some kind of like unofficial confirmation that there's going to be a new Pepsiman game coming out for the PlayStation 4, because I'm sure Pepsi saw this huge, uptick in YouTube traffic for Pepsiman, and I'm sure, they want the ad revenue. They want to kind of promote Pepsi products to a younger generation that's discovering this old PlayStation 1 game, so it would make a lot of sense for them to kind of embrace that and release Pepsiman. Kind of like McDonald's did a few years ago with the Rick and Morty Szechuan sauce from the Mulan movie. They kind of released that again because it grew in popularity, so Pepsi might be doing the same thing with Pepsiman. Who knows? Or they could just be trolling everyone and there's no game in development, but still, it would be awesome if Pepsiman did come out on PS4. I would definitely buy and play that game on the channel. But yeah, thank you all for listening, for watching. That is all the big news for this week. Can't wait for the PlayStation 5. Let me know what you thought of the news this week. What's your favorite piece of news? Always curious to hear what you have to say in the comments. So yeah, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to help support the channel, head on over to patreon.com/ASMRGaming. And with as little as $1 a month, you can be included in future shout-out videos and all sorts of other good stuff. So definitely check out the Patreon if you can, and I will see you all next time. Thanks again, and so long, and farewell.